Right, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, Inter Milan won, Chelsea won. Now, let's sum up the preseason, right? We go from the beginning until the end. We're not going to discuss game by game. And then we'll dive into this match, right? Because in my personal opinion, again, it's an opinion-based sort of world we live in, and the game of football is full of opinions, right? So I'm going to give my opinion, my honest opinion. I think there is a lot of positives to take in this whole preseason. I know it's not like the previous preseasons we've been having where, we win game after game after game after game. This preseason, it's been sort of like too much like upsetting moments, losing games, losing ball easily, giving possession away, not tracking our men back, just, letting people run through us, right? But I think going forward, these mistakes have been addressed little by little by little. I know today, it kind of was like the same mistake again with Colwill. I don't know what happened between him, Lavia, and obviously Fofana as well. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to have moments like this where you concede goals, right? But I think conceding goals, it's okay to some degree. But I think if you want to be a winning team, you also have to score goals, because scoring goals win you games. Now, let's look at the way we've been creating chances today. We are creating chances, but I think going back into the first game of the season, watching these matches match by match by match, it actually reminds us that we need a striker. I know I'm not going to give it all to Jackson today and Cole Palmer, because at the end of the day, they're still rusty from the break, right? And Jackson had a bit of some issues with injuries and small injuries and stuff like that. So I'm not going to give it all to him. But I still think if we had a very good striker today, the likes of Osimhen and maybe Alvarez, Haaland, Watkins, we could have scored even more than 2 goals today. Now, I'm not saying we created some loads of chances, but the chances that were created today against Inter Milan, if the ball was on the other side, if the ball was on the other foot, meaning to say if they were the ones creating the chances that were created today, they could have won by 3-1, 3-0, I don't know. So as much as, we are creating these chances, half chances, depending on how you look at it, we still need to make sure we finish the chances. Now, Nkunku, when he came on, he did all right. Sterling, he did all right. Obviously, Giyu, first half, he did all right. I mean, there's a chance, he created a chance with him and Cucurella. He could have maybe converted that chance into a goal. But then again, you're looking at these young players, sometimes when you see them not finishing these chances, even the likes of Jackson, you kind of like, okay, they're young, they got room to learn. This is the reason why I wanted players like Giyu to go on loan, even David Washington to go on loan. And then we bring in strikers like Ivan Toney, for example, or Osimhen, for example. But yeah, man, if I'm looking at this game going into the season, I'm not as worried as I was when we played Celtic, Wrexham, even when we played Man City. I think there's a bit of an improvement. Now, you can say maybe Inter Milan didn't come to play like they wanted really to win. But then again, it was all up to us. I think we controlled the game the way we wanted to control the game. We had possession the majority of the time. Like I said, we created chances. We just didn't take them. And obviously the goal, we kind of like gifted to them. I mean, I don't want to put it that way because I don't want to take anything away from the goal because it was a good goal. But yeah, man, I just don't know. Listen, we made a lot of substitution today. I thought this game was going to be one of those games we actually played the team that we're going to play when we play Man City. But then again, you have players like Cole Palmer, Jackson. Those are your starters. But then they just recently got back. Cucurella as well. He's part of your starters as well. Yeah, man. Listen. This is going to happen whether you like it or not, right? We have a new coach. Half of our squad are pretty much new signings in the sense that players like Christopher Lavia, as much as we bought them in the beginning of last season, they haven't actually played as much. So to us, they're coming as if like they're new signings. Even Rhys James, they're coming as new signings. Tosin, Renato Viega, and then even up front, you still got the new signings of Neto. These are new signings, and you gotta look. It's hard if you're a Chelsea fan because in the past years we used to just buy experience after experience, and then they'll just come in and then they just get the ball rolling, right? We're winning games. But you have to understand with this model, like we can't expect to be like the previous Chelsea from like 5-6 seasons ago. Now I'm not saying I've lost my my standards when it comes to Chelsea. I still want to win. I still want to lift trophies, right? But I'm saying we have a new coach, new team, very young team. So we gotta give them a little bit of a time. Now that might not mean that we're gonna give them a season. No. I'm just saying give them at least 10 games of the season. Let the philosophies get to be executed the way that the coach wants to execute. The only thing that I'm actually afraid of when it comes to this team, right? If we end up losing more than 5 games at the beginning of the season, are we gonna uplift ourselves up to say, listen, all right, we've lost this amount of games, but it's time to get back on our foot? This is why I'm saying we need to at least win maybe 3 out of first 5 games, maybe 4 out of first 5 games, because that will lift our morale, because if we win those matches, it will help us tackling the rest of the season, right? But if we start by losing, I don't know how these young boys are going to take it. They are so young that their motivation might just drop down, and then that might actually cause even more problems. So I know our first game doesn't give us justice because we're playing Man City, but I'm still expecting a draw or even to win. Like, seriously, I think Cole Palmer will start. Jackson will be better in terms of his fitness. He might start. That even if we buy a new striker, I don't think they'll start. So I'm hoping Jackson will start. Nkunku is a 10. I know Modric played about 70 minutes today. He's not to the levels that I want him to be. So maybe we start Sterling, because I don't know Pedro Neto if he's going to start anyway at the end of the day. So, and then at the right side, whether you want to play Madueke or Cole Palmer, I'm good. But I know Cole Palmer has to start. Either you play him as a 10 and then you play him as a 7, or you play him as 11. I don't know, but he has to start. Our defense, we still need to work on our defense. Today, it wasn't as bad. I guess part of it is because we had the most possession in the game. So I guess our defense didn't really get tested as much as they've been tested in the previous games in the preseason. So yeah, man, I don't know. Anyway, man, this is my reaction. Make sure you put your own comments as well in the section, so we can grow this community. But yeah, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks guys for watching. This is it. Peace.